We're in County Tyrone today at one of my favourite locations because this one is so unique, like the architectural uniqueness, rarity of this place. It's like no other building that I've seen in Ireland, especially abandoned. I can guarantee there's like not many places like this in the country. Despite what it looks like, this is not a flying saucer. This is the dance hall, the ballroom, whatever you want to refer to it as, but it's definitely something spectacular. There's such an interesting wee history to this building, which we're all going to cover later in the video. Before we start, I think the most important thing for you to know was its importance to the local community. This place was absolutely loved, and there's generations of families that have spawned from people meeting at dances in this building. So many marriages that have been going on for 50, 60 years that started underneath this domed ceiling, and so many beautiful memories made within these walls. I had passed this thing like hundreds of times, and every single time I thought, what a scary looking building, like it's so imposing. But I always assumed it was maybe some sort of like chapel, or I'm not sure actually, but just it doesn't look at all how it actually is on the inside, and I think everybody is going to agree with that. So this huge bit of tarp that's caught up in this tree has actually blew off the domed roof. That's like the waterproof seal that was around it, and it's just completely fallen to shit. So like in terms of design, it's so unique. But I was very pleasantly surprised to find out that this wasn't the church. The church is on up the road, and it looks very similar actually, but this is the area that this dance hall's in. It's very, very rural for such a big, like, public building. But I suppose it was built in like a different time where people maybe didn't mind travelling further afield to go for a night out. So this is us on the other side of those main doors that we just walked past outside. And you can see here that this is some sort of like ticket booth right as you walk in the door. There'd be someone in here selling tickets to whatever event it is that night, or I don't know, here they done bingo and stuff here. There was like school feshes, but everything went on. With the drawers in there for the till and stuff. And then there's two other counters over to each side. And I'm not too sure what they were for. What does the sign say? Marquee tickets only. So yeah, two wee rooms with counters to either side of the ticket box. And they have these real cool like stained glass windows. Wow. Nice Celtic knots and design work in them. Just a lot of chairs in here. Look at that one though. Them curtains could do a bit of a wash, probably. So not much left down here, but when I tell you there's so much excitement just beyond those doors up there, like it's nothing I've ever seen anything similar to before. Oh, the ground is so wet down here. But this is just bathrooms, leads into a wee storeroom, nice mirror. I digress, let's move to the other side. Detail in this like door frame here, so many no smoking signs. It was probably like around the time when the law was coming in and people were just not listening, like still smoking in here. I'm noticing these tiles are very, like, I'm reaching the floor is so dirty because these tiles look really nice. And then this huge board would have just been filled with like posters for local events and upcoming events at the hall. Anything, you name it, they would have hung it up there. This counter's fell over. And this area is, so that would have been the bingo machine. And we have some drinks and stuff over here. There's a Captain Morgan's bottle over there. Yeah, this room's pretty fucked. Okay. But we'll poke our heads in here. So that's just like a wee private bar area. Might have been like a VIP section with some like twisty machine for the music controls and stuff. A nice twisty machine for the music controls and stuff. That was a really nice way to describe that. And it has everybody's names and stuff all over it and their phone numbers. Oh, I shouldn't show those. And then here's tickets for that show, but it says 2014. And obviously this place was supposed to have closed down way before that. So I'm not too sure, like, were they using it without permission, or is this storage from like a different hall nearby and they've just like threw old storage stuff in here? Maybe we probably could try a wee bit harder to get someone from the area maybe to explain, but online anyway it says that the place was given an order to close down because it wasn't safe anymore. And then there's so much evidence that it was like operative until way after that, whatever was going on. And then I think in here was the girls' bathrooms because there's no urinal and it smells a lot better. Like, do you know how bad like a pub toilet smells? Abandoned toilets smell the same still after all those years, but the girls' ones are always much more pleasant. Like, imagine this all just tidied up and you can see the mosaic tiles on the floor. Such a unique building. And it's going to waste. But anyway, I'm going to take these up these stairs to like the star attraction of this building. And I need to put the wide angle lens on just so you get the full experience. But like, you're not going to believe that this is an Irish building. Like, where do you see the dome? Wow. So we have the stage area up here, steps on either side, and then on either side down the ways there's steps to the front ticket office. Here's the circular windows that we were looking at outside. Take the wide angle lens off. Oh my god, Jusins. I will never forget like the first time I came into this building and I just stared up at that roof with my jaw was literally on the floor. And there's so many places in Ireland and like so few will literally leave you speechless for a wee minute. This is one of the places that will. It's sad to see the till has been fucking thrown across the floor. It used to be sitting nicely up on the thing. I'm sure I'll insert a photo here. But yeah, the place the first time I came it was just sitting so nicely. There was like seats stacked up in a nice row and stuff. It was really nice. And like I'm noticing there's more of this green part of the ceiling has fell down. There's more spots coming here, parts of it chipping. It's just really sad sometimes when you have like a building that's one of your favourites and you're watching it. Like every time you come past, it's just worse. There's always more shit caught in the chandelier. People are obsessed with just throwing stuff up at it as if it's gonna like achieve anything. But the detail just looks so closely, like here at the paintwork and stuff. And all the designs in here. It's incredible. So the dance hall was the brains of a local priest, hence why it looks sort of like a chapel, and there's like stuff from the local chapel being stored in the trailer outside. And this priest was like, he wasn't just like a regular priest, like he was into like astrophysics and music. He wanted to like make a dance hall. Like it's just, I don't know, you don't really hear priests that are very into music or they want to do stuff like this for the local community. Like you would think they don't mix very well, but they did in this case. And it said that the famous comedian from Belfast, Frank Carson, before he was actually famous, he helped to design and build the roof here. Never been able to confirm it, but it's a very interesting wee like tidbit of information about the place. It was a time when showbands were all the thing. They were travelling about the place to all these different halls, putting on shows on stages just like this, but there's very few locations that they would have been performing in that has the dome ceiling like this. So obviously by 1963, like the dance hall, the showband trend was like a thing for many years. It was already on its way out, do you know what I mean? There was like new trends coming in. So people thought that it was a bit of a silly idea to build such a grand like new dance hall whenever the trend was starting to die out. But it was actually a really smart move because it made this place like a new exciting venue to the people that were really into the showbands and the dance halls and heading for a night out, do you know what I mean? So people came here, they flocked here. There was some big names performed on this stage. There was Christy Moore, Tom Jones, you name it. I'm sure I'll find some more and list them down below or on the screen or something. But like, imagine coming for a night out here. Funny twist to the story is, for a long time I have been a fan of Abandoned NI. Becca, she runs the page. She's very popular here in Ireland. She does all the abandoned stuff, similar to me. And she one day posted about this dance hall, and it was this beautiful photo of her sitting here, and there was like lens flare coming through one of these windows and stuff. It was just like such a nice shot, and it made me want to start taking photos of my wee explorers and stuff. But I was so shocked to find out that the building that photo was taken in was that scary building that I used to drive past all the time, and I was too scared to like call in and explore it. And I was thinking like, why did I not peek my head in like years sooner? Why did I not? And so Becca loved this place as much as I do, and she started a petition to save the building because it's been granted demolition to make way for a primary school, which the area obviously they need it, but there's more spaces nearby. Like we just looked out into the green fields, like all the space nearby where they could put a new school and save this building, or even build the school around this building, and this could be like a really nice library or canteen or something. But unfortunately the petition, it didn't go through, didn't work, and the place is still due for demolition. It was supposed to be demolished a long time ago, so I'm really surprised it's still here. But yeah, so if you're watching this, Becca, respect. So yeah, there's not much to show you in here. It's like one big massive room, but it's definitely something I'm just wanting to have on my YouTube because it's one of my favourites. And I'm going to have a wee bit of fun now with the drone. This is one of the places I came when I first got my drone and just practiced flying, like inside the hall. I'm going to take these up onto the stage. There used to be a really nice mic stand sitting here. It's obviously been thrown somewhere. So many backstage areas. Still can't get over this place. I don't think I'll ever get over this dance hall. Location wise, like worldwide even, there's going to be very few places I walk into that's like as nice as the dance hall. And here we have a room that would have been storage as well, but it doesn't look very safe. This very steep staircase into another sort of storage room. Imagine these would have been filled with like props and equipment and stuff for when they were doing plays. I actually do have a friend who used to have her school fascias here. And like I can't imagine being a child and like just being up here singing your wee fash song, your Irish poem or whatever it is, your tin whistle. We still have remnants of some curtains up here. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to leave me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to see more. Check out some of my other uploads and don't forget to follow Instagram and TikTok for bonus content.